What's good, my people? Godfrey here at Boxing Redeemed, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Please also follow all of our social media pages, which will be listed in the description below. We've got Canelo versus Triple G set up for the 17th of September this year. The Trilogy is on, baby. It's on. Come on, guys. It's on. Look, I know Triple G is a lot older, but hold up. Let's just wait a second. Let's just hold up a minute. Let's track back a little bit, because Canelo just had a fight, wasn't it, a couple weeks ago? I think it was on the, wasn't it like this month? And I think he's just announced the fight for September this year a couple of days ago, but he's fought in May. That makes no sense. How is that even possible? You know what, look, I'm gonna give Canelo the credit. Huge credit to Canelo, because you know what, how can you be the face of boxing, the #1 pound for pound? He hasn't lost for nearly 9 years. His only loss was against Floyd Mayweather early in his career. Had a winning streak for a whole 9 years. Feeling that you're in your prime, no one can beat you. You go up to 175. Everyone's expecting you to win. You lose. You get dropped in the pound for pound rankings. Everyone wants you to go into a rematch against Bivol. He doesn't. He does it his way. And he announces a fight the same month he lost. Boom. What I don't know what you call that. Is it humility or what is it? Look. For a fighter like Canelo, his caliber, to be able to do what he's just done, you have to give him his credit. There is no way you lose a fight a couple weeks ago and then you announce a fight against Triple G for September. Because everyone knows when you lose, whether you lose your all or you lose regardless of when you lose, but when you lose and you're on top of the world, everybody's rooting for you, everyone's not even expecting you to lose, and you do lose, most fighters would go into hiding. Most fighters would go into hiding. You would not hear from them. I wasn't even expecting to hear from Canelo. And to be able to just say, you know what, I'm going to put this aside and I'm just going to crack on. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fight my fight in September, and my career goes on. Legacy goes on. I have to give him his credit. I really do, because I like the fact that he's just guiding his career. He's not allowing the public to almost interfere with his, you could say, goal. You know, he's guiding his own career. He's not affected by the opinions of the public. He's not affected by it. And look, I would have liked Canelo to go into an immediate rematch with Bivol, but maybe he doesn't feel like he's ready. Maybe he feels like he needs an interim fight. And props to him, he's made his decision. He's made it on his own. He hasn't allowed the public to almost sway him to take the rematch. He's like, you know what? I ain't taking it. He decides to go ahead and fight Triple G. And I don't know what you guys think. You know, what do you guys think? Should Canelo have just waited and hide for a little bit, or should he have go into an immediate rematch? And even though if he doesn't fully believe it, should have just go right into it? What do you guys think? You know, because I don't know whether you guys think even whether the Mayweather effect has an effect in the boxing world, you know, because it seems like it's caused a lot of sensitivity in boxing. You know, you lose your O and all of a sudden everyone goes quiet, and it's probably why we miss big fights. Nobody wants to lose the O. It seems like a lot of the zeros are getting padded against fighters that aren't even world level, and boxers are just padding their record because nobody wants to lose their O. You know, everybody wants to keep their zero, and you could say retire undefeated, but losing is part of life, you know. And at times you're not going to be able to keep an O in boxing. Mayweather did it, but he's an exception. I'm not saying, you know, if he kept on going, he would have lost at some point. But yeah, okay, he's retired undefeated, and I don't think he should be the standard for boxing. I don't think so. I think boxing should be the standard, you know. And Canelo's done beyond what most fighters could even do. Multiple weight classes. He's jumped up multiple weight classes, guys, like, and become a champion in multiple weight classes. I have to repeat myself, I'm sorry, like, I'm trying to actually understand myself. For someone like Canelo to be able to do that in boxing today, to be able to say, you know what, I'm just going to go up one after the other, after the other, after the other. And no, I have to give him his credit, you know. But let's just go into the fight. Triple G, Canelo, I think that's a big fight. I still think Triple G has a lot left in his tank. I still think it's a good fight. I'm not necessarily going to say it's a 50-50 fight, because I don't think it's a 50-50 fight. I do think Triple G is aging. I think you did see that against Murata. He doesn't like it to the body. Well, nobody really likes it to the body, but you can tell it has a massive effect on him now, to his body. You know, you say that years ago, it doesn't even seem like it's affecting him. You know, whether if he has a poker face or not, but this time, you know, fighters go to the body. Murata went to the body against Triple G, and you could see it had a huge effect on him. So, you know, I'm leaning, I would say 60-40 in favor of Canelo. And I wouldn't be surprised if some fighters and some pundits and, you know, the public in general would have it 70-30 in favor of Canelo. But no, I wouldn't say, I don't think it's that much of a gap. I would say 60-40 in favor of Canelo, because he's the younger man, he's in his prime, and I think he's a stronger man now. I did have Triple G winning the first fight. I was probably leaning towards a draw the second fight, so I wasn't, you know, I wouldn't call it a robbery the second time. I think it was a draw. I think it could have gone either way, the second one. And then, yeah, we've got the trilogy now. And I'm literally looking forward to this one. I really am. And yeah, I just think that Triple G can make it a hard fight for Canelo, and probably even get tips from the Bivol fight, you know. But it's a tough fight for Triple G, definitely a tough fight, and I think it's a good fight. It's a good fight. So look, credit to Canelo, credit to you, Canelo, for doing what you're doing in boxing, and yeah, man, all the best to these both fighters. And comment below what you guys think of the fight, Triple G and Canelo as a whole. Do you like the fight? And who do you see coming out victorious? Anyway, Boxing Redeem, we're going to close up. We'll be back. Boom!